LeBron James had one of the strangest stat lines of his legendary career, held to a rare single-digit scoring night in a win over Toronto. It was the first time he'd been held under 10 points since early January of 2007. That streak stretched across nearly 2 decades, and when you look back at the world he left behind the last time it happened, the contrast is almost surreal. LeBron was only 23 at the time, still years away from becoming an MVP, years away from leading the league in scoring, and long before he would dominate the postseason the way he has. He had made just one playoff run and had not yet carried Cleveland to the finals. The player who was now the league's all-time scoring leader was then just a rising superstar, still building the foundation of a historic career. Outside the NBA, the world looked very different. ESPN's morning debate show wasn't even called First Take yet. Back then it was Cold Pizza, hosted by Skip Bayless, Jay Crawford, and Dana Jacobson. Stephen A. Smith wasn't a part of the show and was instead hosting his own program, Quite Frankly, which was cancelled that same month LeBron last scored in single digits. In the NFL, Peyton Manning hadn't won a Super Bowl. The very next day after LeBron's low-scoring game, the Colts survived a playoff matchup despite Manning throwing multiple interceptions. A few weeks later, he would finally lift the Lombardi Trophy for the first time. Even the technology around us belonged to another era. The iPhone did not exist yet. Within days of that Cavaliers game, Steve Jobs would announce the very first iPhone, a device that would change the world forever. It wouldn't release until that summer, just after LeBron's first trip to the finals ended with a sweep. The reigning MVP today, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, was only 8 years old at the time. Rui Hachimura, who would eventually hit the game winner the night LeBron's streak ended, was not even 9. Bronny James was a toddler. Entertainment also reflected a different world. The Wii and the PlayStation 3 had just launched. Night at the Museum was dominating the box office. The Fast and Furious franchise had only reached its 3rd film. J.B. Smoove had not yet joined Curb Your Enthusiasm. Beyoncé's Irreplaceable was sitting at the top of the Billboard charts. And in Washington, George Bush was president, Nancy Pelosi had just become the first female Speaker of the House, and Donald Trump was filming episodes of The Apprentice. All of it underscores just how long LeBron James has been performing at an impossible level and why one low-scoring night feels like a story from another universe.